I'm back! Welcome back to my channel. Today I have... Today I have a story time for you. I posted on my Instagram story that I was going to do a story time, and I didn't do it yet. So hopefully I'll have this edited and uploaded sometime this week. Yeah, but this is a story time of my psycho friend who stole my identity and stole my stuff.
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
Before I tell the story, I want to put a disclaimer. I just want to say that everything I'm saying in this story is 100% true. Not that any of it is unbelievable, but I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not lying, okay? Yeah! Everything in the story happened. Also, I have notes on my phone because I wrote it down because I'm a really bad storyteller. I always like mix up the order and it just doesn't make any sense. So I have it all written down. I am going to call this girl, we'll call her Sarah. Okay, so Sarah and I met a couple years ago through mutual friends, but we only really became close in the past year or so because we made a group chat between me and all my like close friends, and she was added in through like mutual friends, so that's how we met.
Why am I out of breath?
Ever since I met her, I always knew that she was a little bit off. There was always something like off about her. But I cared about her because she was funny and she was relatable, and I guess she really like got my sense of humor, so we really clicked and became close friends. She had a boyfriend when we started to get really close. We'll call him... What should we call him? Danny. The first time she ever came to my house, but she came over and we were just chilling, and I am not kidding. This girl did not talk about anything other than her cats. She showed me about 100 videos of her cats, just like being cats, like eating food, like meowing, like doing shit. Like, I was so bored. I cannot even explain. I was just sitting there like, wow. Like, I didn't want to be rude and be like, Kate, I don't care about your cats, but I don't. Sorry. So anyway, she had that boyfriend named Danny. She cheated on Danny multiple times with different people, and she would always tell me like, oh, I just went out and had with this guy, and I just this guy, and blah blah blah. Sarah had a shoplifting addiction. She stole from Danny multiple times. Well, first of all, okay, she stole this guy's AirPods who goes to her school, and she stole his AirPods, and then she traded them to her boyfriend Danny for a vape, and then she stole the AirPods back from Danny, and it was just like I don't get it. She would always take stuff from people, like she would go to the gym, not to work out or anything, literally just to go into people's lockers and steal their stuff. And this really upset me because I'm someone who goes to the gym often, and I would just think like, after a workout and you're so tired and you just want to go home, eat some food, whatever, imagine going back to your locker and just like not having any clothes, someone stole your money, someone stole your cards, everything, like you're literally just left with nothing. She didn't care about anyone or listen to anyone else's problems except for herself. She would only ever talk about herself. And even through all of this, I still like considered her a really close friend.
I'm legally blind.
She never stole from me, she never cheated on me, she was a good friend to me, I guess.
Okay.
And like, she was just like, she was fun to hang out with. She was someone who I enjoyed talking to because, I don't know, I guess she convinced me that she was a good person, but I knew like deep down that she really wasn't. I feel like all of these red flags that I've said so far should have like given me some kind of hint as to what kind of person she is, but it didn't. So when she was dating Danny, I was talking to this other guy, we'll call him Michael. So I was talking to this boy named Michael, and Sarah, I almost just said her real name, Sarah took an interest in Michael, and so she found him on Instagram, and she was messaging him, DMing him, and really trying to get with him, and she lied to him and said that she didn't have a boyfriend, and that she was single, and she was flirting with him. Meanwhile, I was talking to this person, and I liked him, so I thought that was really, like, that was really snaky of her to do that. But this Michael person, he wasn't really having it. He wasn't interested in Sarah, so he was telling me everything that she was saying, and I was like, bro, she has a boyfriend. Why is she doing that? I just want to put a trigger warning for this part. So around this time, she was always checking herself in and out of the hospital, claiming that she was really suicidal, but I wasn't sure if this was like genuine or not. I didn't really trust her. I thought she was just doing it for attention because she would always post on social media, oh, I'm at the hospital, I'm so depressed, whatever. And I'm not like hating on anyone for doing that. I'm just saying like the way she was doing it, you could tell that like she just wanted attention. She wasn't talking about it in an empowering way. She wasn't talking like that. She wasn't being empowering at all. She was just saying, you know, I'm in the hospital, and she would always show pictures of her like hospital wristband and, you know. So around this time, after her phase of the going in and out of the mental hospital, she started acting more and more like me. I guess this is normal when you have friends that you're really close to. I guess you start like making jokes like them, acting like them, you know. I feel that. I do that with my friends too. Like we just like, when you hang out with someone so often, you guys become like one, you know. So this was starting to happen. She would say the same things as me, she would make the same jokes, she would like act the same, do the same things, dance the same way, listen to the same music, which by the way, I love country music. And she hated country music. When you really hate country music and like one day later you're like, oh yes, that's my favorite song. Like, what do you mean? Country music is like a genre where not a lot of people like it. A lot of people hate country music, which like I understand. It's not for everyone. Okay, so this was around winter time, and me and Sarah were downtown, Toronto, and I think we were just like walking around, but it was really cold outside, and I let her borrow my pair of gloves. I never got these gloves back. I know that she took them because they just don't disappear out of thin air, you know? Like, I gave them to you and I didn't get them back. When someone tells you all of these stories about them stealing from other people, you get a little bit like cautious, I guess. You kind of feel like, oh, like maybe they'll do it to me too. I don't know if I'm that important to them. When someone acts like that and they don't care about anyone except for themselves, and they have sociopathic tendencies, you kind of wonder like, am I even that different to you? Like, I know that we're close friends, but like, do you even care about me that much? So my gloves disappeared, and I didn't want to believe that she would have done something like that. And she never admitted it, and I never confronted her about it. But a couple months later, she was like,
Oh, whatever happened to those gloves that you gave me?
and I was like, oh, I wonder what happened to those gloves that I gave you. A thief. Where did they go? They just disappeared. Crazy. So after a couple months of talking to her, I know like she probably stole my gloves, but I didn't want to say anything because I still really liked her and I cared for her. So a couple months went by and we were still like friends, we hung out. Me and my friend Cheyenne and Sarah all decided to go on an adventure in downtown Toronto, because I guess when I live in a small town about like 50 minutes north from Toronto, and there's nothing to do up here. So when you want to do something super fun, everyone goes downtown to Toronto and hangs out there. So me and Cheyenne had plans with another girl to go downtown, but the other girl couldn't come, so I just said her real name again. So Sarah invited herself to come with us, but I wasn't gonna say no because like she was still one of my friends, right? So she wasn't initially invited. She kind of was like,
Oh, like I want to come. Can I come?
and I wasn't gonna be like, no, you can't come. So I was like, yeah, sure. No, I didn't want to be rude. So we were on the train to go downtown, and Sarah lost her wallet on the train. And she didn't notice until we got off the train and we were in the station. So we went to, I forget what it's called. It's like customer service, but for like a train station. Where I guess like if you lose things, you go there. If you have problems or complaints, I guess you go there. After like an hour of talking to the people in the office, they were like, okay, come back in like, well, come back at this time, 5 o'clock, come back at this time, and we will have your wallet for you because we'll go search the train, we'll see if there's a wallet with your ID in it to make sure that it's yours, and come back at this time to see if we have it. So we went out, and we hung out, we walked around, we did whatever. And she was really upset the whole time. She was complaining, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I don't have my wallet. What if they don't find it? Whatever.
Which I understand, but like, can't do anything about it until 5 o'clock. Anyway, we went back to the train station and we ended up getting her wallet because they did have it. And they were able to prove that it was her wallet because she had her ID in it. So we got that. Okay, so we were waiting in the train station for the train to come and take us back to my house. I invited Cheyenne to come back to my house. But I was with Sarah too at the time, and I invited Cheyenne, and then Sarah was like, oh, can I come too? So I wasn't going to be rude and say like, no, you can't come, I don't want you in my house, because that's just rude, right? Like, I'm not going to say, no, you can't come. So I was like, yeah, sure, you can come. So we all planned to go back to my house. So we were waiting for the next train, which didn't come for like a whole other hour, so we were just chilling in the food court at the station, and we were going to go get some food, and my phone was going to die, so I asked Sarah,
Hey, can I borrow your portable charger?
I got my charger out of my bag, like my cord, and I plugged it into her portable charger. You know, like the box that has like the battery in it, and then you plug in the cord and it charges your phone. So I used her box with the battery, and I used my charger. So my phone was charging, and I unplugged my phone to go get some food because I wasn't going to go without my phone. I went to go to the food place, and I ordered my food, and while I was getting my food, I didn't notice, but she took back the portable charger, and she took my charger, like the charger cord. And I guess I didn't notice because I went to go get food and I came back and I just forgot about it. So whatever, I was eating my food, it was great, lovely. We were waiting for the train, and the train is like set to come in like 5-ish minutes. So we were getting ready, and then Sarah's like,
oh, I want Starbucks, let's go to Starbucks quickly.
and I was like, girl, we're gonna miss our train. So we went to Starbucks, even though we had like 5 minutes left. And she got her Starbucks, whatever. We almost missed our train, but we didn't. We ran upstairs and we got there in time. So we were on the train and we were going back to my house. We passed her stop that she would normally get off at because she was coming back to my house. And she lives like 30 minutes away from me. So we get back to my house and we're watching some movies. After a couple hours, I'm like, I need to charge my phone again because my phone is shit. My battery is shit. It literally goes from like 90% to like 15% in like an hour. Like, it's crap. I need to get a new battery. But I was like going in my bag and I was looking for my charger and I couldn't find it. And then I remembered, oh, I plugged it into Sarah's portable charger. So I asked her, I was like,
Do you have my charger? Because I plugged it into your portable charger. Did you take it when you took back your portable charger by accident?
and she was like,
No, I don't have it, you must have lost it. You probably didn't, like you had it somewhere else, whatever.
that's not what happened because I plugged it in and I didn't get it back. And I know you take things from people, so it didn't just disappear. But I was not going to confront her about it because I'm a pussy and I'm scared of confrontation and I don't want to start a fight with anyone. So I let it go. But this really upset me because I was like, you're really that disrespectful that you're going to steal from your friends. The people who care about you, you're going to steal from them. I don't even care that like my charger's gone. I just care that she really did that to me. I knew that she took it because when she went to the bathroom, she left her coat on my floor and I saw my charger in the coat pocket. And you're probably like, why don't you just go and take it? But I didn't want to I don't know, I didn't want to start anything, you know? I was just like, fine, have it, whatever, I'm not going to do anything about it. I was just really disappointed that she would do that to me. So after a couple hours, Cheyenne and Sarah left, and Sarah left her nasty ass Starbucks cup in my basement. I think coffee is disgusting. An empty coffee cup is literally so gross. You can see like the coffee in the bottom and it's like soggy, and like she had like a lipstick stain on it, and it was just so disgusting to me. Like, you're really gonna leave your trash in my house? Like, I know that she doesn't clean up after herself. I've been to her house. Her countertops in her kitchen, like, you can't even see any counter space. There's food all over the floor in her bedroom. There's makeup everywhere. It's disgusting. It's dusty. She doesn't clean. It's dirty. They don't clean the house. Like, it's just so gross. Like, you could take it upon yourself to clean, but you don't. You don't clean up after yourself. You leave your dirt everywhere. When I drive her around, she leaves her shit in my car, like dirty, like trash, food, wrappers, whatever. Like, it's disgusting. And she's leaving her shit in my house. She doesn't clean up after herself. I'm not your mom. I'm not gonna clean up after you. So don't do that to me. At this point, I was really fed up, but I didn't want to start any beef because we were like a group of friends and I didn't want to like start anything in the group and like have like drama or whatever. So I was just like, fine, I'm gonna be civil with you. I'll be nice to you. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to confront you, which I probably should have done, but I just didn't want to start anything between my friends, right? I didn't want to have to make them pick sides, because that's just like, I'm not going to do that. So we hung out one more time after that, because she was someone that I could have fun with. She's someone that I was comfortable with, which is rare for me because I'm very like shy. And I don't get along with a lot of people because they don't understand. But like once I'm like comfortable with you, I'm fucking wild. I don't know why I gave her so many chances. I should have dropped her in the beginning when I knew that something was off. But the story time hasn't even started yet. Like, there's still so much wild shit that happens. So because she lives 30 minutes south from me, I was going to go pick her up and we're gonna go hang out. So I drove 30 minutes to go pick her up from her driving school when it ended, and we were gonna go to the mall in her town. So we were there for a couple hours, and in this mall there's a lot of art on the walls. They have a lot of people who paint the walls and they make sculptures and they display it in the mall, and I think it's really beautiful, and I love art. I took art for 5 years. I love art so much. I'm someone who really appreciates someone's artwork. So I asked Sarah if she would take a picture of me with the art, and this girl really just said, no, like, I don't want to. Like, any normal human would just be like, yeah, sure, like, I'll just take, like, a quick picture of you. Like, it takes, like, 2 seconds. You just press the button. She was just like, no, I don't want to. Why? At this point, I just had no interest in being her friend anymore. Like, she was just really selfish. Because she was still in our group chat, I kept talking to her in the group chat just to be, like, nice, to keep a conversation going. But I didn't hang out with her after. I just had no interest in being her friend, but I was nice to her. I don't know. I honestly should have just dropped her. I didn't. I don't know why. So I don't know what happened at this point, what clicked in her head, but literally overnight, she changed her whole appearance. She got extensions, she bleached her hair, she got a spray tan, she got like these long acrylic nails, which she never did. She never had her nails done. But she really did that. She really changed her whole appearance overnight and tried to turn into me. She acted the way I did. She said the same things that I did. She made the same jokes, and now she was literally like looking like me. She started dressing like me. We didn't dress the same at all. Like, we were completely different people before she did this. She would wear like jeans and flannels and just like comfy clothes, sweats on sweats all the time. And I'm the kind of person to be like leggings, booty shorts. I don't know why. That's just how I am. And like hoodies all the time, or like tight tops, t-shirts, and I was like, okay, something is not right here. Ladies, something is not right. Your best friend doesn't just like overnight just like turn into you, like change your whole appearance. You don't do that. And she knew what she was doing because she posted a picture on her Finsta or like spam account of her, and she was like, oh, I'm turning into Olivia. I did this and this and this and changed my appearance, and I'm like, haha, you're my sister now. And I was like, girl, you wish you were me. So there was a time when Sarah told me that she had a crush on me. And at first I thought it was just like a harmless crush because I knew that she was bisexual. But when you're a straight person and you're friends with someone who's like into the same gender, you don't expect them to catch feelings for you because they know that you're straight and that you're not interested, right? Not Sarah. She was very persistent. She begged me on numerous occasions to sleep with her, but I took it as like a joke. And I guess that leads into her like becoming more and more like me, like changing her appearance and the way that she acts, because if you're in love with someone or if you're infatuated with someone, like I get it. But I just thought that I would add that in there because it is like a crucial part of the story. It doesn't really like flow into the story because I don't remember when exactly it happened. She knew my Snapchat password because we were really close, and she asked for it one day, so I was like, you know what, why not? I don't know why I did that, but she logged into my Snapchat and she went through my friends list and she added a bunch of people on her Snapchat, and she was talking to them and she was like talking badly about me to them and trying to make them like hate me. What the fuck is going on? And then she would try and get with like all these guys on my Snapchat, which is really embarrassing for me, to be honest, to have someone go onto my Snapchat and then get like them trying to fuck these guys that I don't even talk to. Like, she would try and get in between these people and me, like try and break up our friendship so that she would form a friendship with them, and she would literally like take my place. Like, are you good? Are you good? Are you trying to literally like be me, like replace me? Like, at this point I was literally scared she was gonna come to my house and murder me and try and like take my place. Like, I'm sure she has a shrine in her house of me. Like, that's how scared I was, because I know that she doesn't have feelings. She doesn't feel anything. She doesn't feel any guilt, any sympathy for anyone. She doesn't care about anything except for herself. She's literally a sociopath. So at this point, I was scared that she was gonna come and murder me, okay? So I kicked her out of the group chat. At this point, I had it. I had enough. I literally just ignored her. I was like, I fucking can't. I didn't want to say, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I didn't want to cut her out of my life because that's just, like, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, you know? So I just started to ignore her. I ignored her texts. She was asking me to add her back to the group chat, and I was just ignoring her text messages because nobody in the group chat wanted her back. Like, I'm not even just trying to be mean, but I asked the group chat, I was like, should I add her back? And everyone was like, no, we don't really, like, all she talks about is herself and her cats. So I was ignoring her, and she was asking me to add her back into the group chat, and I was ignoring her, and she was still in our Instagram group chat where we would all send each other memes and like funny pictures and videos and whatever, so she was still in there. And so she messaged everyone in the Instagram group chat, and she was like, I'm unfollowing all of you, you're all so rude, you're all disrespectful, you're such shitty friends, whatever. And we were like, we haven't done anything to you, you're just mad because we don't want you back in the group chat because you're literally psycho.
Okay.
But I mean, whatever, unfollow us if you want. Do what you want. Like, Sarah, we can't force you to do anything. So she was really, like, she was coming at us. She was really trying to start something here. And I wasn't trying to hurt her feelings too much. I was just, like, fed up. So I called her out on her bullshit. I was like, you stole from me, left your trash in my house, you left your trash in my car, you're using me to drive you places, you're using me for money, you're literally, like, getting in between me and my friends. I shouldn't have let it get this far, but I did. She blocked everyone on her main account, but she still followed us on her spam account, so that makes me think, like, she still wanted us to see what she was posting, but she just, like, didn't want to be confronted about it because she knew what she did. She was just like, I didn't do it. And then she blocked us all. That's kind of where this story is at right now. She did unblock me. I don't know if she unblocked everyone, but she hasn't tried to reach out and apologize, and she hasn't admitted what she did. And this is a fairly recent story. I don't know if I'll ever be her friend again because she pulled a lot of crazy shit. Anyway, I really thought she was gonna murder me at one point because she was really just scaring me. I literally thought she just wanted to get rid of me so that she could just be me. And I'm not trying to sound like selfish or like conceited or like self-centered or anything. Like, I know I'm not this shit. Like, I'm literally disgusting. But that's what she did. I'm not even exaggerating. That's what it was. Anyway, I talked to a couple of her friends, or her ex-friends, I guess, and they all said that she was really toxic and she was doing the same shit to them and she was just like a bad friend. I guess she lost a lot of friends, and she's not someone who people want to be friends with because she pulls shit like that. I'm not trying to expose her that badly because I still don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and I'm not trying to start beef with anyone. I just wanted to tell the story, and I thought you guys would like hearing the story. So that's it. Maybe I'll give you an update if something else happens. I don't know. Subscribe to my channel. Give it a like, give it a comment. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Bye!